All right. Hello, everyone. And today we are going to expand on our algebra a little bit with a method for doing multiplication where you have two sets of parentheses that enclose their own algebraic expressions, and you're multiplying the parentheses together. So you have addition and subtraction going on here. And in this instance, once again, you're going to have to resort to making this adding the opposite. So for all intents and purposes, this is now 9x plus negative 3b. And that's how we can get down to here and actually work on this. But the method that we're using today is called the F.O.I.L method, which is whenever you have two sets of parentheses where addition is happening in both of them, and you cannot simplify them further, you multiply them down by the first, outside, inside, last, which is why the name F.O.I.L exists. First, outside, inside, last. And I have the multiplication for all of these arranged in the order in which they will be occurring, right? So you have 7x times 9x. Then you have 7x times negative 3b. Then you have 2b times 9x. And then you have 2b times negative 3b. 7 times 9 is 63. X remains the same. 7 times 3 is 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. X and b now just get combined into xb. And this turns into negative 21xb. 2 times 9 is 18 xb. And then you can simplify this down, and that becomes negative 3xb. And 2b times negative 3b is negative 6b, right? So all that's basic math. Now to rearrange it, or to arrange it in the proper order after you're done, you can write it 63x. You have to write it in this order, right? Because it's being written basically in the same order from left to right that it was before, except we've simplified it down some, right? So 63x minus 3xb minus 6b. Because if you were to just have plus negative 3xb plus negative 6b, it's the same thing as doing subtraction at that point. So minus 3xb minus 6b is the proper simplification for this problem. Now, once again, that's if you don't have like somebody who wants to say, no, you have to write it as adding the opposite, so plus negative 3xb plus negative 6b. But unless we're trying to rearrange the order of operation, or rearrange the order in which these are being added together, that's the only way that that's really applicable. So if we're writing this out in the proper order that the problem is supposed to be in, there's no issue with changing it back to subtraction, for the purposes of if you're going to possibly have one or both of those variables get a value at some point in the future. This is perfectly acceptable, because the only way to simplify this any further is to have values to substitute in. So long as it's written in the correct order, which this is, because the first is 63x, the outside and the inside combined up to be negative 3xb, which is now 63x minus 3xb, right? And then the last is negative 6b, which is now minus 6b. So pretty simple and pretty easy. We can give you more examples if you need more examples. Please, leave it in the comment section below if you do need another example or another handful of examples, really. I look forward to hearing from you guys, though, on that. But, yeah, the F.O.I.L method is pretty simple. First, outside, inside, last. That's all it is. For FOIL method is exactly what the name implies. First, outside, inside, last. Right? And I have this example all written up. You can take a screenshot if you need to, if it really helps you out. Take a screenshot. You know, if you do have questions, like I said, I will be more than happy to answer them in the comments section below. Sorry for the tongue twister here. And I look forward to hearing from you guys and see you in the next episode.